Sign up for your $1 per month trial today at shopify.com/kindafunny. If unwanted thoughts are taking over, don't wait to get help. Visit nocd.com to book a free call with their team. For a limited time, get $25 off Auraframe's best-selling Carver Mat frame with code KINDAFUNNY at auraframes.com.
If you want to get our shows ad-free and our exclusive shows, go to patreon.com/kindafunny.
Nick,
Take the floor.
Yes, Greg.
go for it.
Okay. I feel betrayed. I feel betrayed in this office, Greg.
Damn.
You're the victim here.
And I know this is not what you guys wanted to talk about. We were going to talk about who's sexier,
We'll get there.
Channing
We'll get
Tatum
there.
or Harry Styles, but I got to air a grievance right now.
I appreciate that, and I
Okay.
want you to. Always keep me on my toes.
As you know, we did an amazing marathon stream on Friday. Shout out to everyone that stayed. Shout out to the chat, who it was supposed to be us versus the chat, and then after maybe 5-6 hours, we just started riding for the chat because they were like, "We want to beat this game together." They formed a unit.
Funny. You play.
Yeah, you play 100%. They formed a unit. They had there's a whole leadership hierarchy, and they got to the 5th gym, which is incredible. So we'll talk more about that later. But the more salient thing, the more important thing is that we ordered Taco Bell, and I got a lot of tacos. And at the end of the night, I could not bring myself to throw these tacos out.
Yeah.
So I put them all. I was like, my favorite person in this office, one Roger Picorni, loves cold Taco Bell tacos with me. So I stacked them into a gallon bag.
That's the main reason you like him, right?
That's the only reason I like him. Honestly, that's the only reason to like Roger. I put all these tacos.
Anyone with less hair than Nick is high up on Nick's list of popular
If he was shorter, it would be 10 to 10. Get into the office today. I say, Roger, I have a little gift for you.
Yeah.
A little present for you.
Yeah.
I know how much you like the cold tacos.
Yeah.
And he said, that's a bridge too far, Nick. 12 hours max. Anything beyond that, those tacos aren't good anymore. And I've never felt more slighted in my entire life.
This is the man who last week on the show talked about the fact that he did drugs and then took his cold Taco Bell home, and ate it hours later, disgustingly, like
Hours
a
later.
little drug-addicted goblin.
So
Your tacos are no good for him.
My tacos are no good.
He won't lick a Nick Scarpino taco.
He
That's
won't
what
touch
says.
my taco with a 10-foot fruit by the foot.
Welcome back, Tim.
back,
I
Tim.
missed way too much. Like, I'm gone for this
It's all
time
lore.
a week, and all of a sudden the office is addicted to fruit by the foot, to the point
No
that
one can
Andy, we just realized, ate 60 feet of fruit by the foot.
Yeah.
You're
yeah.
half fruit by the foot now.
I had 10. I had 10 plus during the marathon stream. Had 5 a little while ago.
5 today so far.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
So it's way more than 60. So in the last
In total, yeah.
in the last week, you have had hundreds of feet of fruit by the foot.
I would say so. Yeah.
Man.
They go by so quickly, though.
Yeah.
Like I sucked them down so quickly.
When you were growing up, did you wrap them around your finger and suck on that
no,
thing?
I never had, and I think that's why I'm so into them because I never really had them as a kid.
That's gross.
No, it's
I
disgusting.
want to do it.
But what
Did you
about
not do that?
No, I was never a fruit by the foot guy. We used to get the ones that unfurled like tortillas. The fruit.
Oh,
what
okay,
you know what I'm talking about? They're like this
fruit
long.
roll-ups?
I guess
Fruit roll-ups.
Yeah, I guess it would be
yeah.
a fruit roll-up.
Fruit,
yeah.
fruit by the foot came later.
Yeah.
You
I
could
was-
they had like perforated shapes.
Yeah,
that was-
later.
Yeah. Some
Yeah.
The one I'm thinking of was just
Yeah.
literally you unfurled it and it was like this big.
Nick was there when they invented it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
right.
Yeah,
This
fruit
is
by the
Gen
foot.
1.
In the 90s, like, kids would take it and wrap the entire thing around their finger and then just suck on the finger.
Oh, you have to do that.
Now,
Me.
now I'd always heard.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
I'd always heard. This never happened to me. that
Okay.
People brought them into the bedroom and wrapped them around other things. Did that ever happen to you?
No.
Because that seems like such a Tim.
You're gonna need more than a
90s
foot.
Yeah. No.
This guy, he's got it. You know what I mean? He never lost it.
Nick's like, you just need a fruit gusher for me.
Wow.
A hollowed out
You're
gusher.
a piece of shit over there. You're a piece of
Hollowed
shit,
out
Andy.
gusher.
I'd be scared of sugars and things getting in places.
Yeah, as you should.
Like in places that it might affect something.
Yeah.
Your urethra.
Yeah.
You're gonna get-
You
I
do
guess
get
that's
that.
Push it out.
I don't know.
I would
No,
worry about
yeah.
a UTI for sure. Because if you're putting that much sugar and artificial sweeteners and flavors and and dyes
It's not meant for
up your
that.
pee hole,
Yeah.
you're gonna get a bladder
No one's
infection.
doing that.
You said you're gonna wrap it on your schwanz.
Yeah. I
what
didn't
you
say
said?
that. I had heard of people doing that mainly for oral pleasure. When someone's giving them oral, they have.
So let's just let's just pull the curtain aside.
Sure.
Because we're talking a lot in euphemisms.
Sure.
Are we?
You're fucking hard cock.
Yeah. You're big. You got a
This
big beefy
veiny
schwanz.
fucking schwanz, all right?
Right.
With the fruit by the foot wrapped around.
You wrap around it, but then it's going to slide, and there's all sorts of moisture happening, and that's going to get into crevasses.
But who's blowing the liquid back into the pee hole? You know what I mean? That's not
I think it just gets in
on a
there.
with a blowy or a handy?
No.
Well, I mean, the blowjob.
Wait, whoa, stop. What? Stop. What? A handy.
I mean, I could see it being a handy.
Why? What's the point of the fruit? why are you putting something that tastes good on for a hand
As a
job?
barrier, a safety
Well, I want my
barrier.
hand to be sticky.
No, this isn't a condom situation.
It's a safety barrier.
It's to add pleasure to the giver.
It's not
Yeah.
so the
You know
giver
what I mean?
tastes better.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, nothing goes well with fruit than the
Got
taste of dick.
First off, all right, this is
I
the
always thought that
sequel.
was- yeah.
This is the sequel to the podcast that showed everyone the grapefruit next.
Yeah,
week,
that's
all right?
true.
So let's not
That
act
is
like
true.
fruit isn't being around there. Once in
That
a
is
while or
true.
whatever.
Very true.
But I love the idea that Nick wraps his dick in a fruit by the foot or something, and then gets a hand job.
That way you don't
Then
have
asks for a hand job.
That way you don't have to
A
make skin-to-skin
confused partner.
contact. No skin-to-skin contact.
Listen, I know I just met you. Let's be safe.
Look, I don't have
There's a lot of
any condoms. I don't have any
friction
condoms, but I do have a pineapple fruit by the foot.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kind of Funny podcast. Each and every weekday, 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table, coming to hang out with you and talk about whatever it is they want to talk about. You picked a great one. The Fantastic Four ride again. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the producer/loser, Nick Scarpino.
Hello.
Fruit by the roll-up
God.
ice cream is a textural delight.
I would,
Oh,
eat,
dude,
I would eat that,
I'm actually super
Wrapping
into that.
ice cream,
Yeah.
in
Especially
candy
with
is
some
good.
sherbet, maybe.
Ooh.
It needs to match the colors.
This sounds
Yeah.
like a fun, hey, we're having sushi, homemade sushi night, and I know what you make for dessert.
I bring
too.
it back. Bring that page back up, if you don't mind, Kevin. I look at on the top right, Ali, Chanto, and Ryman. I'm like, you're a freak. Like, you wrote this article, and you're just a freak for snacks, dude. Like, you psycho. I
It's
love
more
it.
I guess, with kids, you're trying to keep them entertained, but who's got the time? Who's got the desire?
Yeah.
Hey, I want a sweet treat. Give me a fruit by the roll, and then also shove ice cream in it. Let's make ice cream sushi.
But
That seems unmanageable.
as a person who's on the outside looking in, I feel like that's what you guys do all the time. Like you're doing all these cool creative things for your kids, like
agenda,
give them a really fun childhood.
yeah,
Whereas my mom would just gave me the keys to the refrigerator and said, "Go get overweight.
Yeah, go get it.
go get over.
Go get
weight.
after it."
Yeah,
Go get him, son.
Dude, I had a really interesting kid experience a couple days ago. It's very used to hanging out with a baby at this point, right?
Yeah.
This baby just fucking sits there. Sometimes she laughs, sometimes she doesn't, sometimes she poops, and that's kind of it.
Yeah.
I hung out with Curran's kid, Jax, who's Ben's age, so 4 years old.
And you're like, wait, you talk.
He talks, and when they start talking, they don't stop talking.
Yeah.
Andy. We all hung out, and Jax requested to sit next to Uncle Tim.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the moment that happened, I was like, huh, why? And it's because he's addicted to Star Wars ships. He has one of those DK encyclopedia books from back in the day that shows you all the different ships and all the facts about them and whatever. So he carries he has 2 different books and he carries them around everywhere he goes.
Shows you the blueprints, Greg.
And exactly.
Nice.
And he just goes through all of these damn ships. And, it's Star Wars, so it's like we can name the TIE Fighter and the X-Wing, and maybe we get crazy and get down to the B-Wing. You know what I'm talking
I
about?
know the B-Wing.
But then there's
What about
also
Y-Wing?
the insane amount of just things.
Here's
that
what
were
the Trade Federation wrote in one time
exactly,
in one scene.
right?
Yeah.
Clone Wars, all the shows,
This
it's
is Amidala's ship.
and the name of it, right?
Yeah.
And this kid proceeds to sit next to me, go page by page, and go, "Have you seen this one?
You talk about
Have you
frigates.
seen this one?
Frigates in
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
And the craziest thing is the
This shit
top
is
of
like
each
catnip for children.
page has the name of the ship.
Yeah.
This kid can't read.
Yeah.
He's
No.
4.
Yeah.
He can look at things and if it's called the ATST, he can go ATST and cool. He memorized the name of every single ship. Some of these things are called the freaking Gungan Guggenheimens blah, and
Oh,
he
okay.
points at it and we'll flip a random page. It's like a party trick. He's walking around the table showing everybody.
That's sick.
And it's like the little the underwater ship they went in episode 1 to get to the Gungan city.
Yeah.
That one's called the Trouble Dooble or something like that.
Sure.
And we point at it and he knows Trouble Dooble. And I'm like, that's insane.
Smart
but
kid.
then we get to the point.
Well,
Where that's the thing. It's like, well, there's the memorization.
I was gonna say Ben is the same way. Are they smart or do they just have nothing else? They got they got a blank page. Up there.
They got no other.
They got nothing to remember.
Triple
You know what I
bubble
mean?
bongo.
Bubble bongo.
like we see these words,
Oh,
and
that
it's just
should've
like
been our
there's no
first
freaking
Since
way.
Ben has been
indication.
able to talk, he's able to finish the storybooks I read for him, and he will call me out when I change a word. He'll be like, "No, it's not difficult. It's trouble." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't. How do you remember that end of the paragraph?"
It's just wild. So I'm experiencing this, and like obviously I'm eating it up. I love it so much, but I kid you not, 4 hours of this kid going through
Sure.
asking because
Yeah.
his mom and dad said, "Oh, Tim knows Star Wars better than I do," like, and they love it already. But they're like, "Tim's the guy. Like, he's gonna know all the ships." So he wanted to know if I've seen these ships in any movie or any show. He didn't want any more information than yes or no.
Yeah.
If I was starting to editorialize
No,
at
no,
all,
stop.
no,
I'm
he's
gonna
just
stop
like,
you
no,
right
no,
there.
no, I don't care.
I
I don't
give a
care.
He was basically going, Tim, are they lying to me?
like I was like, this is interesting. But eventually, he didn't want me to talk, but he did have questions for me.
Okay.
So he didn't want to hear any of my thoughts. But he had a lot of questions that would always immediately go from one very open question to what I've heard happens with kids, but I've never experienced it.
Why?
Oh yeah.
Why?
The curiosity.
Why?
Life.
Why? You go down this thing. It's like, all right, it's the ship from Force Awakens, from Episode 7,
Right.
that Han Solo had to go and kind of deal with the pirates to like get back to the Millennium Falcon or whatever it was. Remember, there was the hallway scene with the raid guys, and there's the big like CG monster thingy.
Yeah.
You familiar?
Kanji Club.
Kanji Club, exactly, right?
You don't deal with Kanji Club. Yeah,
Fucking Andy, everybody, I love it.
me.
He's asking me about the ship, and I'm trying to tell him like, yes, I have seen it. Episode 7. He didn't care about anything else. He then points out a picture of the monster thing, and he goes, "What's that?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's just the monster thing. Like, I don't know what the fuck its name is." And he goes, "But what is it? Like, what's its name?" And so I read the thing. I'm like, "Oh, it's the classic beast." And he goes, "Okay, why?" I'm like, "I don't know. Why's he named that?" His mom named him it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It goes down this path of like, why is he on the ship? I don't know. That's where he lives. Why is Han Solo here? I'm like, well, Han Solo had to go get the information to find the map. I don't even remember.
This is the monster that was let loose on everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it gets to the point I was like, yeah, it's like trying to eat him. And he's like, why?
Rathtar.
I'm like, because he's hungry. And Jack's eating chicken nuggets. And I'm just like, why are you eating the chicken nuggets? He's like, I'm hungry. I'm like, it's the same thing. He's hungry. That's why he's doing it. And I'm trying to answer all this. It gets to the point where
Listen, you little shit.
there was two things that came up in all of this that I just didn't know how to deal with. One was him asking me, what is dying?
Oh.
Tough
And
one.
also, what's a slave?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because the slave won.
Yeah.
Boba Fett ship.
Of course
And
you
I'm
showed
just
him
like,
slave for
I
you.
like, I look over at Shari. I'm like, I need help with these.
Yeah.
ones. Like, I'm not
First off,
answering this.
I love that parents are capable of doing handing off their child and be like, you play? No,
Yeah.
you play?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, straight.
So they just straight up put that kid in your lap. And second off, in my brain, I'm like, I thought the story was going to wind up with Tim screaming at Jax, being like, it's because it turns out that George Lucas isn't actually a good writer. And he needed other people.
They wanted to make more toys, Jack. They wanted to sell books to stupid idiots
The
like
prequels
you.
are actually good, but they're just overly complicated.
Why's the milk fucking blue? Flips the table. You know what I mean?
Jax, it's actually pronounced Slave. It's not what you think it is.
That's not what you think.
That's
But
So what did you?
that
You
why
just, you just
question.
bailed. You just got out.
I bailed on the slave. I was like, I backed both of them. I'm like, Shari, this one's on you. Like, I can't
yeah.
do this because it was interesting. Like, he had just so many questions, and again, he was listening and he was taking it in, but it also felt like he didn't respect me at all, which I understand.
Yeah.
Why would he? But it's like, hey, man,
You don't know. You didn't know the fucking name of the Trumbull Bumble.
Yeah, I didn't know that name. I know what it is.
Bubble Bongo.
Do you feel like this might have been a canon event in this poor child's
Yeah.
like world
Mm-hmm.
where he
Mom had to teach
discovered
him about
slavery and death?
Yeah, I know.
And
Yeah.
Uncle Tim did that. And
It
I
was
was
me.
always going to associate you with that in
Yeah.
Star Wars cool ships.
Damn, man.
What do you think Sammy's going to ask about?
Lord knows.
Same things, bro.
Scholarships would be cool.
Yeah.
I feel
Why
like
do you
that's-
like that, Dad? You know,
Yeah.
This is where Gio will come in though,
Yeah.
because when stuff like that
Housewives.
happens, you
Housewives.
you go here. Go. That's
Mhm.
talk to your mother. Talk to your mother about these things, and she'll have a great answer for it.
Yeah.
We're not.
Well,
That's not us.
Well, that's the thing is like I feel like I could have that conversation with my child. I just wasn't prepared to have it with a 4-year-old asking me about Star Wars ships that I have no idea what he knows about death and slavery.
Yeah,
You know what
fair.
I mean?
We don't know if we've had that conversation.
We
or not
just
yet.
it turns out they had.
Has he had a goldfish yet? We don't
That's
know.
the thing. Is like no, he
We
hasn't
don't
had to
know.
deal with death yet. So
Yeah, that's a tough one.
yeah.
That's a tough one.
Later we were talking about it, and they were saying that like it's come up a couple times. So he'll ask questions about like, and it's always you bring this up, Greg, of just like they say it in the most insane ways, where it's just like, he walked up to his dad and was like, "Dad, when are you and Mom going to be gone forever?" What the fuck?
Tough.
That's
Tough.
crazy.
You keep it up, you keep acting up. Might be by dinner.
Leave you on the
You know
side of the
what I
road.
mean?
Yeah.
Drop you off at a fire station. They'll take care of you. Yeah, you just got to address it head on. But I understand it not being your kid. You don't want to get in there. Slavery, I would have tackled right away, though. You know,
Yeah.
death, whatever. That's
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
What do you say?
You explain it. That's what I've done every time. Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, oh, Ben's well versed in death. Yeah. But it's because, like, at this point, how permanent that is and what that actually means and yada, yada, yada. He doesn't understand any of that, but he knows Porty's dead. He knows Jen's mom's dead. He knows all. Last night, I had to come tap out for Jen because we had slept really poorly the night before, both of us, right? And so then Jen we were both on the ropes taking naps in between yesterday when we could grab it or whatever. And then at bath time, Ben was acting up, and Jen was like, she was like, I heard it from the other room. She's like, if you splash water on me right now, I might cry. And he's like, why? And she's like, it's just been a lot. And then he goes, are you going to go to Canada and cry? Because he knows that she's sad that her mom is dead in Canada. And I'm like, all right, Jen, you get out of here. I'll take it from here. I got this one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Go to
That was not
Canada.
ending well.
And that's, when we caught up later, Jen was like, it was such an honest question, but it came off so
It
bullying.
sounds off like
You
shit
gonna go to Canada and cry? You gonna go to Canada and cry?
Oh, Canada.
Big cry, mommy. Gonna go home to Canada and cry.
That's brutal.
Yeah, I know, right?
Brutal.
But they know what they're doing. Of course, that's Sammy's father at Tim Geddes.
That's him host.
This is the Hispanic heartthrob Texas Street Latino heat, clicking heads and ripping them to shreds. The globe trotting, head shotting, rootin' tootin', 3-point shooting, nitro rifle from twitch.tv. Andy Cortez.
Go Spurs, go, everybody.
If I get just a little bit of heads up time to put the RT first,
You crushed
I know I
it.
can
You
fit it.
crushed
But yeah, I know, I got it. Yeah, crushed the big time.
Spurs are up 3-1 against the Trailblazers.
Are we in the finals
First
already?
playoff series.
Okay.
First
okay.
playoff Spurs have been in 7 years. I'm nervous every day.
Sure.
Yesterday, the first time a team has ever been down by more than 15 points in the playoffs and then went on to win the game by more than 15 points in the playoffs.
Wow.
Pretty crazy.
Seems like they're
19-point deficit, they won by
showing
21.
off there.
Has their stadium always looked this cool? Because the color is one of my favorite things about your team. But like I saw you posting some pictures of like the LED lights being all the Fiesta colors.
Well, that was just game 1 of the playoffs. They gave the whole crowd the colored shirts in the arena, and they pressured the crowd into wearing them. Because there's a lot of people who are like, I dressed up for this. But they were putting them on the big camera before the game started saying, wear your T-shirts, wear your T-shirts.
Or else.
Yeah, or else. And it ended up looking super awesome. But a lot of arenas do that. Like sometimes the Miami Heat will do like white hot night, and it's like all white jerseys out there. And so that happens a lot. Or like some teams will do like the blackout night where it's all black jerseys. But they did the Fiesta colors, and it was so sick. But the Fiesta colors are like their alternative jersey. They're normally just black and silver.
Ooh.
Ooh. It looks good that way too. I'll have you know.
The black and silver?
Yeah.
No, it's boring as hell. Black and silver on the Raiders, sick. Black and silver on the Spurs, get the fuck out of here. Tell me I'm wrong, Andy.
I mean, this is way cooler.
Yeah.
Like, I love this, but it doesn't look bad.
I'm still thinking about those the Lakers jerseys you showed me. That are
Ugly.
just the ugliest thing. I've
Ugly
ever
as
seen in my
fuck.
life.
Thank you.
What happened here?
Thank you. I mean, Rudio in our community is like, what?
All weekend.
I was like, Rudio, I fucking hate these Lakers jerseys. He's like, dude, I'm wearing it right now. I love these jerseys. But they are a throwback to when they were the Minnesota Lakers.
Yeah.
And when they did the throwback jersey for LA, they spell Los Angeles letter by letter going up where it's like L
triangle.
O S A N G, and it's going up in a triangle formation, and it looks like,
This is before anybody knew what graphic design was.
dude, it is the most like
We got to pull this.
It's
up. You have to
awful.
find this and show this to Tim.
Kevin,
He's
yeah,
like, that's
awful.
what the hell?
awful.
Awful.
The kerning,
Awful.
like missing the letter between the Los and the Angeles. It's like y'all
It looks
need
like
to
one
figure
fell
this
off.
out.
It literally looks like it's
It
Los
looks like
Angeles.
our wrestling belt, right?
Yes.
The kind of like world championship just losing letters.
It reminds me of elementary school bulletin board where the teachers are
Yeah,
stapling the
yeah,
letters in
yeah.
different shapes.
Yep.
I hate it. I hate these.
Oh,
I hate these
man.
jerseys.
Even the A and the G don't seem lined up correctly.
Just wear the normal ones. Like they have black alternative unis, and it's black with the yellow and the gold and purple, and then they have the all purple. They have the all. Just stick with those.
Are they wearing these in the playoffs?
I mean, it's similar to the Spurs Fiesta ones. They are alternative, kind of like every once in a
Because
while.
I'm going to say if they don't make it to the championship, it's because
That's
I hate
demoralizing.
those. So ugly.
you hate to see
Those
that.
Spurs go.
And then just lose so much respect for Rudio.
Uh-huh.
The fact that he would give his money to that.
Yeah, it's really
That's
embarrassing.
money he could have spent on a Kind of Funny membership to be a Patreon producer, just like Carl Jacobs and Omega Buster. Thank you for your support. Remember, to be part of this show, you could be super chatting on youtube.com/kindoffunnygames live as we're recording. And of course, as Kevin showed you, you could go to kindoffunny.com/store right now and get a whole bunch of cool merch. Right now, the main theme is Tim Reaper collection. These are all the shows Tim killed. And that purple party mode is awesome. I made sure I told you,
Ooh.
get me that ASAP.
That's freaking
I like the
That's
spring
hot.
break one.
Yeah, KFA of Spring Break.
Oh, that's a nice
Never
one.
forget that was a really good one. Yeah, and of course, don't worry, you can still get your welcome back, Greg and Nick clothes. But now
We
you
were
can
gone
honor
for
Tim
so long.
in the
We were
same
gone
way
for
that you're
so long.
honoring me and Nick for coming back to work with the brand new shirt.
Yeah.
You can honor Tim for coming back to work with the Tim Reaper collection.
I'm in Japan. I pull up my Instagram and I see the shirt and I'm just like, God, we're still pushing the Greg. That's not Greg. They made a Nick one.
He was gone a week too.
I was gone for so long.
so long. Yeah.
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 People really felt the loss. They were tweeting at me.
Mhm.
They were DMing me.
Yep.
When are you gonna come back? When are you gonna come back? When are you gonna come back?
The best part is then he came back and we wouldn't let him on shows.
Yeah.
Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right before the Kind of Funny podcast, he was like, "Hey, can I talk about my trip?" I was like, "Oh yeah, that'd be great. Why not?" And then we came out here, and Mike was sitting here, and I go, "Wait a second!" I pull up the calendar. Nick's not even on the show.
Yeah.
we were like, "What?"
That was
the
on me.
fuck? It was crazy.
But I did do something even more fun, which is I got to watch The Two Towers with Andy.
Oh, baby.
Because back by popular demand, we're just re-reviewing the Lord of the Rings movies now, and I could not tell him what I sent you. Tell him what I text you.
Nick sent me an image over the weekend. And it says, for real, are we gonna do The Hobbit after next week, or can I watch this shit? And it's just an image of Bilbo, Martin Freeman, on the big old screen.
Was the journey expected, Andy?
It was unexpected.
It was unexpected.
It was an unexpected journey. Did you end up watching it?
No, I was waiting to see if you had any interest in talking about it at some point.
I mean, shit, maybe.
We'll see. Maybe I don't know. We'll talk to Tim
maybe.
about
The
it.
hype's been so real about all this stuff, like seeing you guys' excitement for it. I'm just like jealous, obviously, that I wasn't here to watch them all. I watched all three on the plane,
Damn.
but in the classic way, someone else's screen.
Fuck
Yep.
yeah.
Nice.
One dude, the
Yep.
flight to Tokyo, booted up Fellowship, made it all the way through. Clearly not the extended edition,
Yeah.
but watched all three back to back. I'm like, that's fucking awesome. And I rode the ride with it, man.
Fuck yeah,
Fuck yeah,
dude.
dude. I love that.
Beautiful.
What great movies.
That's an unexpected journey as well,
It
I would
definitely
say.
is.
It is.
On the way to Japan.
Yeah.
How was Japan? What's up?
Before then, I just before we get too far, can I read you the text Nick and I shared?
Oh God.
Sure.
It's Thursday. Do you remember what happened last Thursday?
No.
Last Thursday, I was in Los Angeles
Oh.
seeing a video game that was embargoed, and Blessing was in Los
an
Angeles
idiot.
seeing a video game that was embargoed.
Okay.
Tim was in Japan. There was a lot going. It's notable that it's Thursday because, as you remember, the last thing we do on Wednesday before we all leave is the meeting. We
Mhm.
say, here's
About it.
everything that's
Yep.
happening
Huh?
from now until the next week.
Right.
I am at this preview event for Redacted.
Yeah.
Thursday, 1:16, I get this text from Nick. Probably going to work from home the rest of the day unless you guys need me in. My doctor's appointment took a hot sec and the day got away from me. I respond, I'm in LA.
Yep.
Like, I'm not, there's no adult at the office right now.
Nope.
Tim's gone.
Yep.
You're not there and I'm not there, but you're thinking I'm there. And then Nick responds, never mind then. I've been in the office all day.
Greg just sends me this screenshot, and I'm just like, I don't even know how, like,
Yep.
what to feel about it. It's just the
just-
biggest sigh.
It's just,
It's Nick.
you know, yep.
We were talking about how Thursday had the ultimate Friday energy because we ended up streaming with
Double Fun? Double Fun,
Yeah, we
yeah.
streamed with Tim Schafer. We streamed their new game Kiln, and I was like, man, this is such Friday energy on a Thursday. Let's just not come in tomorrow. And we're like, everybody's gone, and we're like, yeah, everybody's gone to different places. I'm sure Nick's somewhere too. That was a conversation.
It's an interesting feel sometimes around here
Mhm.
because it is that idea that it's like there's never been, it's all three of us are the parents, but like Tim and me are the mom and the dad, and then Nick is somehow like he was the sperm donor. And so he'll show up some weekends and play ball with the kids. But then other times
He's the uncle. He's the
Like in
uncle.
the chat, Joey's like, "Oh, that was the day we watched the playoff hockey."
Yeah, yeah. Joey at around, because it was around 3:40ish, and Joey brought up hockey on the TV out there, and me and Mike were out there as well, and we all kind of like just started talking about hockey and how Joey's like really found a lot of love in hockey recently because of
he'd
rivalry and that like
which is awesome.
and she's just legitimately like a big fan of hockey, and I only know it because of the Lebitard show, so I have like very limited knowledge, but we're all just kind of like shooting the shit out there. And then at one point Mike's like, what if we just got a pizza and stayed until like 6:30, Andy? And he just didn't want to go home, and it's like, well, we're prepping stuff for the big Pokemon stream on Friday, and so there was a lot of work being done there by Kevin and Barrett and Roger getting the ROM set up and everything, and I'm kind of there on standby in case there's any last minute things as well. But yeah, that was one of those days where it's like, man, it's so quiet, and it felt like a Friday. It really, really felt like a Friday.
Well, on Friday.
Nick walked in today. Nick walked in today. And he goes, Greg, sorry I missed your birthday. And I go, you're going to miss it today. He's like, I thought it was on Monday. I go, today's Monday. And he goes, I thought it was Wednesday.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Nick's the best.
I was looking at my car to schedule some stuff, and literally I was just looking at Wednesday.
Holy shit.
And I was talking to my friend Janae, who I want to have in to talk with because he's on Netflix. And he was like, hey, wish Greg a happy birthday for me. And I was like, fuck, did I miss it? Because I was looking at Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I scrolled back and I saw that it was on Monday. I was like, fuck, I missed it. And he goes, well, go get him a cake or something. I was like, oh my God, I can't. I'm such a bad friend. I was going to tell him happy birthday on the day. And so I came in thinking I missed your birthday. And imagine my surprise when it was today.
When it was Monday.
You nailed it. You landed it. You crushed it.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
I was I was on paternity leave, so I'm already baby messed up timeline-wise with just like not knowing what day's what and sleep and all that stuff. Then I'm back at work for a week, and like that kind of settled me in a way of just like, all right, cool, we're back to a normal-ish schedule. And then I was in Japan for a couple days, so flights, time zones, all of that, messing you up even more. I get back on Friday, not even knowing what day it was. Like, I'm just, it doesn't matter. I know I have a couple days until I have to work. So I'm just kind of like throwing myself forward. It's midnight. It's midnight. I had landed.
I don't know what's about that.
I landed the morning of this. And G and I and Sammy are hanging out. I think we were literally like feeding her at this point. And I'm just sitting there, and then I get a call from Nick, and my stomach drops because I'm like, Nick's calling me at midnight. Something bad happens. Somebody is canceled. I'm gonna not sleep tonight because I'm gonna have to solve some
Tim,
problem.
we missed Greg's birthday.
And then Nick answers, Tim Geddes, you're live on the Pokemon stream. And I'm like, oh my God, I had no idea the stream was happening.
You didn't know what day it was.
I had no idea. And I was like, what the fuck? It was so funny though.
After we hung.
Did you hear it in his voice?
Oh, so a couple things happened, right?
Yeah.
One of the reasons we were calling Tim, we'll get to that in a second. But I started texting him because I was like, it's midnight. He's a dad. I forgot that he had just come back from Japan.
Yeah.
And then somebody, I think Andy mentioned, he's like, hey, he just came back from Japan. I was like, oh, perfect. He's probably jet lagged. He's probably up, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I think it was either Andy, it was you. It was like, this seems more like a call situation. I was like, you know what? You're right.
It was probably Mike.
Because we were, it might have been Mike. Because we were, in fact, watching a 12-minute episode of the Dobre Brothers video entitled The Boogeyman Won't Stop Calling My Baby.
Oh, okay.
And I needed Tim to know that was what we were doing.
Yeah,
and
that's what he said to me.
in the span of a 30-second call, no longer than that, Tim went from what's wrong to, oh, you guys are on stream, to, hey, maybe it's not a great look making fun of other YouTubers, and like gave us like the dad vibe, like, is what you're doing right? Like, I'm not gonna. He was like, I'm not gonna make the judgment for you, but I just want you to know that like maybe you should think through that.
Together.
And I was like, okay, Tim, see you later.
You're like, oh, he's lame.
I was like, probably not the best judgment to call Tim at midnight.
But I felt so bad because he was like, Gia just said you were calling, and I could hear it in his voice, and I was like, oh, I just freaked him out.
Yeah, midnight phone call would get you if you don't know that's the shenanigans.
I was talking to Joey about it though, and I've said this before, but I will say it again. I and I feel like anybody watching or listening to me for as long as they have knows this about me. I'm in for the bit.
Oh yeah.
People always will come after me. Like I don't know what words you want to use. Bullied, picked on, whatever it is. I'll use those words.
Shit on.
Are you saying that like outwardly, or is that like
in general? I'm not going to say anyone in particular. You know what I mean?
Like when you get a toilet toad photo.
Just a lot of those things. But like I'm in. Like I'm always down. So you can call at any time, and like I might not be able to answer.
Sure.
But like I'm always down to try to answer.
Mm-hmm.
But there is something alarming about specifically the two of you giving me a call
Assholes.
at just bizarre times.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like not thinking you're on a stream. It's like, but also Nick called me at midnight. The chances of it being something like quote unquote important and scary, pretty high. But the chances of it just being like, dude, I just ran into Ben Stiller on the street. Like, it could be anything.
Yeah.
So,
That's what we like to.
Did you
bring
run into
to
Ben
the
Stiller recently?
table. No, I'm still waiting.
Okay. Cool.
That'd be fun.
Everybody, we have a fun show for you. But before then, let me remind you, we couldn't do without your support. Head on over to patreon.com/kindafunny, youtube.com/kindafunnygames, Apple, Spotify. You can toss us $10 cold, and we give you hot, fresh content ad-free each and every weekday. That's more than 80 episodes of content each and every week. Of course, you went to a cam that doesn't have a tally light, and now I'm lost on where I should look. I don't see the light anymore. I don't know which one it is. Thank you, Jesus Christ. I had an aneurysm on that one. Of course, you can also get ad-free content. Then you get your daily dose of me, Greg Miller, in a series we call Greg Way. It's a daily podcast just for you. And of course, you'd also get good karma for supporting 11-person, 11-year-old small business. But right now, you're not using your benefits. So here's a word from our sponsors. This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Do you know what I hate? It's having to track down my wallet when I finally make the call to buy something online. You know what makes that a breeze? That big, beautiful purple pay button that has all my information stored. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the United States, from household names like Heinz to Skims to brands just getting started. Get the word out like you have a marketing team behind you. Easily create email and social media campaigns wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. And best yet, Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping to processed returns and beyond. See less carts go abandoned and more sales go with Shopify and their Shop Pay button. Sign up for your $1 per month trial today at shopify.com/kindafunny. That's shopify.com/kindafunny. This episode is brought to you by Aura Frames. Mother's Day is right around the corner, and you know what gift I gave my mom that just keeps giving? An Aura frame. Be like me. Ditch the flowers and upgrade to the digital frame all of Kinda Funny loves, the Aura Frame. With the Aura Frame, I'm able to constantly keep my mom updated with photos of her grandson via the Aura app. It's free. I just click the photo of little Benny shredding on his skateboard here in San Francisco, tap a button, and it's up on my mom's frame in Chicago. Aura Frames come with free unlimited storage, so you can add as many photos and videos as you want. But even cooler for that Mother's Day gift, you can preload photos before it ships, so it pops out of the box personalized and ready to go. Your mom deserves an upgrade. Make Mother's Day special with Aura Frames. Named #1 by Wirecutter, you can save on gifts moms love by visiting auraframes.com. For a limited time, listeners can get $25 off their best-selling Carver matte frame with the code KINDAFUNNY. That's auraframes.com, promo code KINDAFUNNY. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. This episode is brought to you by No CD. You finally sit down to game. Just you, your controller, and zero responsibilities. When your brain decides that's the perfect time to ask, did I say something offensive earlier and not realize it? And suddenly, relaxing and enjoying yourself is impossible. But no matter what you do to try to feel better, the doubt keeps coming back. Here's the thing. That kind of relentless thought spiral isn't just anxiety. It could actually be OCD. Unlike the stereotypes, real OCD involves intrusive, distressing thoughts that cause intense anxiety, along with behaviors you feel driven to do to get relief from those thoughts. But it doesn't have to be that way, because OCD is highly treatable with the right kind of specialized therapy. OCD needs ERP, or exposure and response prevention, which is proven to be the most effective treatment, and that's where No CD comes in. No CD is the world's leading provider of OCD treatment, and it's covered by insurance for over 138 million Americans. All of their licensed therapists specialize in ERP therapy and will help you learn to take the power away from intrusive thoughts in live, face-to-face virtual sessions. If unwanted thoughts are taking over, don't wait to get help. Visit nocd.com to book a free call with their team. That's nocd.com. And we have returned. Shout out for the super chat to Kuma Starbucks fun for Uncle Nick. There you go. Tim, tell me about Japan.
It was awesome, man. Got to go to Japan courtesy of Xbox and Playground Games for Forza Horizon 6. The game's coming out next month, so this was kind of like their, it felt launch event, kind of like close to launch event.
Sure.
Like the idea of they wanted to recreate the Forza Horizon Festival in real life, which is like kind of sick.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, 100%.
So when we got this opportunity, obviously it was like, yeah, we gotta go.
Kev, Tim's Instagram has some photos up if we could look at those.
Yes,
This is
there's a post
background.
with a ton of different pictures. But the thing about it that I was extra excited is that Sung Kang, who's the actor that plays Han,
He eats and everything.
he does. He's always snacking, but he's always been into cars, like authentically. And Tokyo Drift kind of took that to a whole other level where he, post that movie, has gotten so into that car culture stuff. And
Does he do a lot of car hosting shows?
yes, so
That's awesome.
back in
What a great niche.
in the 2010s when you know what's funny, Greg? Recently we were talking about the decades, and I was like, dude, like the 20s and 30s, like, are we gonna refer to that way? I don't think that we will, because we say it as the 2010s. We've been doing that. I think we'll say 2020s.
Well, we will.
Yeah.
But like, what about when
It's the 80s.
Yeah.
But in our lifetime, I think we'll always refer to it as like the 2030s instead of the 30s.
we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
You'll still have me around in the 30s and 40s. We'll see what's going on.
Yeah, but in the 2010s, when YouTube was really trying to like blow up and be more premium and not just cat videos, then when they funded all the big channels, so IGN
Start.
got the start money, which is how Up and Noon happened. One of the bigger channels they gave a lot of stuff to was called Yum Yum F. And it was essentially like all of the top Asian creators on YouTube. So like Wong Fu Productions and Ryan Higa,
Scarlett
and
Johansson.
Jumba, like a lot of the big names from.
That's a good joke. Scarlett Johansson.
That was good.
That's a good one.
From a lot of the early YouTube
Happy
days.
Greg.
And then also Sung Kang had a thing where like he did a show showing off a bunch of
that
import
car is
cars.
so dope. It looks like a transformer.
Dude, I know. Yeah, so many sick cars. Anyways, he has a new movie coming out this year that he's directing and starring in called Drifter. And they're like doing co-marketing with Forza.
Nice.
So I was very, very excited that I had a chance to probably meet Han from Fast and Furious. He was not there. I did not meet him, which is very, very sad. One day. But it's still very cool. Obviously, a ton of classic things I had to do in Japan. Go to the Pokemon Center, see the big old Mewtwo and all of that. It is so wild. Our hotel was across the street from, yes, you can see here the poster. They had a step and repeat for Han, and they had the car. So I got to see his car, but I didn't get to see him. But they essentially, like, if you have seen Tokyo Drift, where there's like the parking garage that's very vertical and like they drift up it, the event was at one of those garage, and every floor was kind of like a different like event, like the
That's
Horizon
so
Festival. So it started off just being like more countryside vibes, and they had all the little like those
Lanterns?
the lanterns and the like the fish, you know.
Oh,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And they had like cherry blossom trees that they like brought in, and it's like little kiosks that had all of the different Japanese candies and stuff, and it was like, take as much as you want. And so that was kind of cool. And the more you go up, the more it turned into like car culture shit, and you just see all the different cars.
That's
and like
really
the
rad.
owners of the cars are there if you had any questions about them and like to talk. It's just like,
Anybody
I don't know
revving
what to
engines
ask.
inside the indoors?
No, not so much that. It was more of just like just look at it, man. And then we got to the top and we got to play Forza. So I finally got to do the opening of Forza Horizon 6, which was so cool because the openings of these Horizon games are always such an adventure,
Epic.
showing off the different spot you're in. And
They're so
just being
hype.
in Japan was so cool. So yeah, that was great. But then besides that, across the street from our hotel was the Parco, which is like a big mall structure. and there's just one floor that has the Pokemon Center, so it's the Pokemon store, next to Nintendo Tokyo. So you get all the Nintendo stuff.
Damn.
You get to see their like the big Smash Bros. Murals just on repeat on the video wall. Next to that is the Godzilla store.
Right.
So it's just like going through the history of Godzilla.
That's
with all this
awesome.
stuff. Next door to that,
you
the
get Roger anything?
Capcom store, the Sega. No, I didn't. The Sega store, Capcom store, Bandai Namco's close by too, Square Enix. Like it's just so much cool shit. Obviously, I had to go to Retro Game Hunt.
Did you buy anything?
Yeah, I did. So just for funsies, I bought Street Fighter 2. I didn't buy that one because it was a little overpriced, but I went to a different place to get it. Just because the box art's so sick.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, that's cool. Samira's baby room is Yoshi's Island themed, so I bought Yoshi's Island on Game Boy Advance, but the Japanese version to put in there.
Hell yeah.
That was fun. But the one thing I wanted was Doki Doki Panic,
Oh.
which is the original Mario 2 in Japan. You've heard this Easter egg. It's
Sure.
like Aragorn breaking his foot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Good reference.
Yeah. But I was like, I want it. You know what I mean? And, did not know it was not a Famicom game. It's a Famicom disk system game. So it's not a cartridge, it's a disc.
Oh shit!
And I'm like,
I
that's
didn't know
interesting.
that.
A ton of Japanese Nintendo games were that way. Like Metroid was that way. I think some of the Zeldas were. And
Like an optical disc.
it's like a floppy disk.
Okay,
Yeah. But it's
that's cool.
it's just interesting looking. Anyway, they didn't have it at two of the places I went, and then I kind of got obsessed with it because I'm like, it's very cool to go
You
to these.
need an obsession. You need something to go.
Yeah, you need a goal.
You need a list. You need to be chasing something.
Exactly, and I like going to like Super Potato or any of the other like what's it called, Hard Corpse, something like that. Hard Copy, that's what it is. There's a ton of these cool places all around Japan, and it's fun to go to them and just kind of see. Because like, Andy, have you been to Super Potato?
Yes, in Osaka.
Yeah. So like every floor is essentially like different generations of game consoles, and like it's just so freaking cool to see all of it. Right, I'm obsessed with that all, but it's overwhelming, and it's like I could buy everything, or I could just be like, I'm gonna limit myself because I can't be going crazy. So I like having a goal in mind of what I'm looking for. But
Dude,
then
this disc looks so cool. Holy
yeah,
shit!
right?
That's sick.
It's interesting.
Just as you find it,
Yeah.
it pops up over here.
This is
Oh,
awesome.
that really is like a floppy disk.
Yeah. So I ended up having to kind of hunt for it, and
Nice.
on my last day, I ended up getting it at some place that I don't even know the name of. I was just walking around, and I saw another spot that had a bunch of stuff because there's these stores everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
That's crazy that
You didn't know.
You didn't think to buy Mike or me anything.
Yeah.
Souvenirs?
You know.
You should. You should
Here,
go back and-
I saved you all these tacos.
I know. I know.
You didn't buy me a fucking.
I do. The thing is, like everything you've ever heard about Japan, if you don't know, it's just real. It's true. The food is amazing. It's plentiful. Like I wish there was more meals.
It's
Like,
clean,
You can only
it's
eat so many
amazing.
times a day, right?
Yes, I always feel that
Such
way.
a problem. But what was so cool is like the
Just in
Ichiran ramen 24/7, and we were staying in Shibuya, so it was like very touristy, very like lines out the door around the block for every of the like crazy popular thing. But because it's 24/7, and I was so jet lagged, I would like fall asleep, wake up at like 3 a.m, and be like, I'm gonna go get some ramen.
Yeah,
And it was
awesome.
fucking awesome.
Dude.
Like just what a vibe.
Yeah.
It was raining just a little bit the whole
Yes,
time,
makes it
which
more
was like
mysterious.
so cool.
That's bad.
But
a lot
me
of cool reflections.
me and Paris hung out the entire
Rafe
time.
Tracy.
It is by far the most I've hung out with Paris.
So
and
sorry.
it was awesome, man. Like we had such a good time, got such great sushi, like ramen, like Japanese curry. Like, oh my god, let's take me back. You know?
Were there, and I honestly haven't talked to you about this just for viewers, were there other journos
No.
there? Because that was the thing where it's like, I remember last time you went to Japan for Pokemon, we sent you right. What did
No,
we,
I haven't
Yeah.
been to Japan.
Oh,
since-
Paris. I'm thinking of the Paris trip.
Yeah.
Because I just saw Brian talking Brian Pichet talking
Yes.
in your thing. And I was like, oh, right. I remember you had a big group of games journalists that were rolling around there.
The Paris one, that was strictly games media.
Yeah.
This is strictly influencer.
Got it.
So Paris and I, like, it was not. We were the closest things to games media.
Okay.
To the point that there was a big group dinner, and it's the PR people, and then this like very international crowd from all over the world were flown out to be at this event, and we're at this big table with like 8 people. And, you know, we're all introducing ourselves and like trying to understand like why each person's here or whatever. And I start off, someone's talking to me and I'm trying to explain what we do and who we are. And I did the easiest thing, which is like, do you know IGN? No. I was like,
Ruh-roh.
right? Like,
That was my touchdown.
wow, you're here at the sports event and you don't know what IGN is. Like, very interesting. I was like, well, okay, it's like ESPN, but for video games.
International audience?
And-
or international
Well,
journalists?
the dude I was talking to was from Australia.
Okay.
Oi.
But then we just like keep going down, and this was the moment Paris and I realized that, oh, we are in a different ball game right now. They are all travel influencers. Like that's what they do. Nothing to do with video games, period. They
At
do not
all.
play games
Interesting.
at all.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, cool. Learned a lot about people, different lives, different journeys. You know what I mean?
cool.
Learned a lot about
types of jobs.
That's interesting that they would pack the room with. I mean, that's cool. It's smart.
It was-
'cause it's a
it
different,
was.
an untapped market probably for video games.
I mean, I think that's the thing is that they very much, this was like an experiential event that
Yeah.
was like to show off the Horizon Festival in
Sure.
Japan, right? So yeah, met a bunch of super cool people and
Ichio
great time.
Dangin Suru. Period, point blank.
nailed it.
Oh, that's good.
I knew it. Dude.
My next question for you then is like, so you're over there, it's you in Paris. Were you off on your own a lot? And then how much language barrier a problem for you? Or did you get by? Or what's going on?
Well, so what was really funny is, I mean, you guys all know me.
I do know you.
I like comfort. I am a baby. I would much prefer to, I have opinions on things, but I would much prefer to have somebody else lead and ask me this or this, and I can tell you what I want.
Sure,
Like,
sure,
I
sure.
don't want to be the one to have to make decisions. I had to make every decision. I planned.
Paris
like,
can't. Paris can't have
It's not he
that kind
can't.
of
It was just me in Paris.
He
but I
used to
was
live
like-
there.
He did. He lived there for a long time.
I learned that recently during the
Yeah, me
fourth
too.
preview.
From his
Paris
military
saying that
time,
he was
right?
there for like 3 years or something.
Wow.
Like, holy shit.
Yeah. So I don't assume more than my capabilities, right? It's like I don't want to overstep. I'm just like I'd rather just kind of go with the flow. But I kind of had to figure things out. God, they've made it easy these days. Google Translate is so insane. You take a picture of it, instantly translates the entire menu, and I'm like, oh, no, this makes sense. Now I know exactly what I'm doing. Like, so yeah, it was very easy to get around and like get things done. The one thing I messed up, we get chicken katsu curry, and I really wanted this. Paris and I sit down, we do our order. Japan, so
Coco
many great,
Ichibanya?
so many, no, but so many great systems. Like one thing that they are huge on is they don't really like interacting with.
Yeah, man.
It's very just like stay to yourselves, do your own thing. So you walk in, and a lot of places will just have like, I mean, it's kind of like the McDonald's here, touch screen of just like you put your order in. But the difference is you sit down and they bring it to you, and it's very just like no contact. I put in my order for what I imagined was a Coke and chicken katsu curry. and
Like,
I
we don't want
wanted
you
it
dirty
spicy.
Americans touching us.
And Paris did a very similar thing, but I think he got a different type of chicken, but same order. We're sitting there, and then like maybe 10 minutes after waiting, dude walks up, very happy, hands me a bag, and just puts it in front of me. And I'm like, huh, okay. And he walked away, and I was like, saying thank you and stuff. And I open it, and it's just a bunch of like curry in boxes.
You ordered a lot?
I was like, oh shit, like take home stuff. Like,
Oh.
like,
like Chinese
like
takeaway
takeaway.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
no, like you buy it at Safeway. Like,
Oh, like uncooked.
uncooked, just like boxes. And I'm just
Like to put in the crock pot or whatever.
yeah. And I'm like, oh shit. And me and Paris are like cracking up because we're both like, there's no how.
You just walk out,
Wait,
you go to a different
That's
restaurant.
my thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
there's no way to explain or like try to understand. Like that would have been a language thing of like too advanced to be like,
Yeah,
what is happening? And I was like, and we're like, then I used Google Translate on both of our receipts. I must have had fat fingers and hit the wrong thing because our food ended up coming. I must have ordered additional
shit.
to go curry stuff. So
They're
now,
like, this
now G has.
man
I'm
loves
gonna get some more. at home.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and also wasn't that expensive, so I was like, I'm not even
Oh,
mad.
yeah.
But that was the only like language barrier problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
In America here, not too long ago, one of those trips I took for work that had an early start, I went to the, one of the little travel shops at SFO. And I was like, I needed Kleenex, I think, in like sinus pills or whatever. And I bought it. And when I was checking out, I like on our company card was one click away from ringing it up for something like $516.
Sure.
Because when it asked how many bags do you want, I tried to put in my PIN. So how many bags do you want? Like 500. And then I got, I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Hold on a second.
Wait, was it the Hudson News in the
Yeah, of course it was.
That's where I get my socks.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
what?
They have a great selection of Stan socks there. So I don't even bother packing socks anymore. I just go and I buy a pair of
it's so
socks
like
there.
Mike.
Snowbike Mike. It's
He's
a Snowbike
infected us
Mike,
all.
yeah.
Yeah, I love them. I got these socks
so
there.
funny.
They are nice socks.
I thought it was nice.
They probably cost 30% more than.
Yeah, probably. But you got to support the local business.
You got to support those lots of news inside SFO.
The United.
Talk to me about your trip. You just
But
went to
yeah,
South-
last
sorry,
thing I want to say
sorry,
about
sorry.
Japan real quick.
Talk
'cause
some shit about Paris.
The coolest thing that I got to do personally is when we went to Mexico City for our honeymoon.
What happened there?
Yeah, what
I'm not going
happened?
to tell you what happened, but one thing that did happen is I found what is my favorite bar I've ever been at, which is called the Tokyo Music Bar. I brought this up before, but the gimmick of this place, and it's in Mexico City, but Tokyo Music Bar, it's a speakeasy type vibe to get in, but they are incredibly into high quality audio. So they have hundreds of thousands of dollars of speaker tech and amps and like
That sounds like it was made for you.
I know. And their DJ booth is like premium wood vinyl stuff.
Only raw files.
But it's only vinyl. Like they're only spinning vinyl. It's all analog. And the vibes are very Samurai Champloo. Like,
sick.
Like the lo-fi hip-hop type
Yeah.
stuff. But they're playing like the actual samples and like
Okay.
just incredible vibes. And the sound quality is like out of this world. Like it's so damn good. And their cocktails are like next freaking level. Like very, very premium, very specific. And they pair the cocktails to the sounds and
That's
like,
cool.
all this stuff. It's very Tim, very whatever. But what's cool about it is there's a phone that's on the counter, and all the napkins have a phone number on them.
Mhm.
And so I was like, what's going on here? And I asked them, and they're like, oh, there's actually we have a sister restaurant that's in Tokyo.
Oh, that's fun.
It's called the Jinza Music Bar, and the phones talk to each other.
That's cool.
And so I was really excited about it when we went to. So I went to this one, and it was similarly freaking awesome. And they have napkins with the other phone number.
That's cool.
And so me and G brought one of those napkins that's like on our fridge at home. Now I brought
Ah,
this one
that's
back. I'm like,
cool.
it's kind of sick.
That's
You didn't call?
rad.
No, I didn't call, but
I'd be on it all the whole time, yakking, threatening them.
oh
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Damn,
Don't be
okay.
afraid to go home tonight.
Okay. Go look at your closet.
Nick,
Yes, sir.
you went on a trip too.
I did. I went to the missus and I went to South Korea. We went to Seoul, and we had a little day trip to Busan. We took the train to Busan.
Wow.
Yeah,
did it.
Did you bring your
yeah.
coffee
No
back?
zombies. What's that?
Did you bring my coffee back?
I did not.
Yeah.
No, but I'll tell you what. I was so. First off, Seoul's amazing.
Yeah.
Very, very beautiful. I mean, I've been to Tokyo as well. Love Tokyo. I highly recommend if you are traveling and thinking about going someplace. Either of those locations are amazing. Was blown away by the culture, the coffee culture, namely in Seoul, because it is. Tim, you know I like coffee,
Mm-hmm.
and I went there, and people had told me, hey, there's a lot of coffee here. Every other store
Yeah.
is a
That's
bougie ass like craft coffees everywhere you go. I mean, it is just
They're
it's
getting them Busans.
That's
it's
it.
Nick heaven, man. Nick heaven.
I need to back you up though.
Sure.
Because this is a question I've had on my mind for weeks now.
And Kevin, I sent through assets that I resent that link. I know I'm sorry if you can't download them or if you can't look at them. I put a bunch of pictures together and videos to
Oh,
take you
nice.
guys through my trip. If you want to, Kev, if you have a second. I know we're long on this.
Why?
You
Why?
have to give access to this account.
Oh, it should be okay. I'll do it right now.
How do we get to South Korea? You and D. You're planning your vacation. You're like,
Right.
we're gonna go somewhere.
It just popped into our minds. We have some
Popped
good
in.
friends that live in Tokyo, and we were like, well, we don't want to go back to Tokyo because we went recently as of in the last 10 years, and she likes to go to new places, and I was like, well, maybe if we went someplace close there, they could bring the family and come over and spend a day with us. They did not end up doing that because it was it's too many logistical deal. They have 2 kids and all that stuff. But we just said, I've always wanted to see that. Seoul is a place that we've heard of, and it's, we want to go to places that not a ton of people are visiting, so it's kind of a newer experience to us. And it turns out that everyone's now going to Seoul, which is just the way it goes. Like,
I'm talking to Nick as he's about to go on this trip because me and him, because of my leaves and his leaves, like this is the first time me and him are back together pretty much this year, which is just so weird. But during that time, Alexis was hitting me up and we're like trying to figure out a dinner for her to meet Sammy. And just the timing, she's like, oh, I can't. I'm going to be in Korea. I'm like, what? That's so crazy. I was like, Nick's going to be in Korea. And then I was like, wait, are you there? And y'all ended up getting brunch together.
yeah, so we met them that morning because we had Kev, I think you have access now. Let me double check if you do, and they should be numbered. Thank you, sir. Yeah, it just so happened that she hit me up and was like, "You're gonna be in Korea in Seoul," and I was like, "Yeah." When are we overlapping? We had 1 day overlap, So we ended up meeting up for some coffee in the morning and catching up. And he had just finished the day prior going to the studio that makes Dark and Darker.
So cool.
Because that was,
So cool.
and Alexis was like, I'm pretty sure that was the entire reason why we came here. And I was
Yeah.
like, whatever, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
dude.
Put up an amazing video of it.
So so this was right outside when you walk. Everywhere you go, Tim, the most insane, like high-pitched LED walls you've ever seen in your entire life. And I was just, D was like, can you just focus on other stuff? He's like, this is
I gotta
amazing.
capture
It's
this.
everywhere.
I was like, look at this
I gotta
fucking
get a video
thing,
for
dude. This
Tim.
is insane. So this was in Seoul. We went to here. We can go to the next vid. I can't remember what I put in there, but I'll just narrate as we go. But yeah, we ended up meeting up with them. They had a lovely trip. They had gone to all the palaces. I think they went to one of the islands. This was very, very special. This was in one of the palaces. This is the secret garden. You have to kind of book ahead of time, but if you find yourself there, it was stunning, massive secret garden for the royal family that now is of course open to the public. You can go in. They limit the amount of people in there, but it's absolutely stunning. This was in Seoul, and then Kev, if you go to the next video,
Did you get barbecue?
we did not get barbecue. We got a lot of. So this was in Busan, and as you know, I love giant fish markets.
Yeah, everybody knows that about
And
you.
this was
number one fact.
this is the big fish market in Busan, and
You can smell this.
this was so super cool. Like it's sprawling. This is the interior. There's a massive exterior as well. The fish are there. At some point, as we walked in, legitimately, our guide was like, "Hey, don't get too close because they have a tendency to jump out at you."
Oh, yeah.
And sure as shit, as we got all the way down the road, an eel jumped out at me.
Oh,
and I kid you
God.
not, the guy that worked at that guy who stole us grabbed it and hacked its head off. I was like, that's what you get. But this was just obviously super cool to see this side of the industry. They welcome tourists. Awesome. And here's me thinking, I have no idea what Busan is. I know the coffee. I know the train to Busan. I had no idea what was going on here. We take this amazing express train down, and it's just, it's like the Miami of South Korea. It's awesome.
Talk to me about this real quick. You said you had a guide. How did that come about? Did you find that? Oh, look at this octopus, man! It's getting out.
You find they have local guides that you can
Okay.
meet up with when you're in places.
Okay.
And they sort of tour you around and make it make it a little bit easier. South Korea, I will say, Korea in general, not as easy to get around and logistically as Japan. Namely, we're obviously dumb Americans, and we are so reliant on Google. And when you go to Japan, you can literally go, I'm going from point A to point B, and you can use Google and map it. And it'll tell you, get on the Yamanote line, get off here, do this, do this, do this. Google does not work that well in South Korea. They have their own proprietary app. So once we figured that out, we were like, okay, it's a little bit slower, but way easier to figure out where we were going. This was another amazing food market where they have these mung bean pancakes that are like fish bean pancakes. It was so freaking good.
The seafood pancakes are
Another level.
like
Another
right?
level.
Yeah.
My favorite thing there.
Yeah.
Thoroughly enjoyed the heck out of this thing. So that was really fun. But yeah, highly recommend it. Really, really enjoyed the heck out of it. It was awesome to see. We were joking with Hunter and Alexis that we've in the entire time we've known them. That's a cheddar cheese financier.
This is the most Nick shit.
Really
of all
fucking
time.
good. That right there is called the Goblin's Mace. That's the Goblin's Mace. We got that in a food hall.
That's
Food hall.
rad.
Good. That's what it looks like.
What is it?
It's potatoes, fish cake, and a hot dog. Hot dogs are very, very, very fucking good. We did that. We did a lot of Korean fried chicken. That's a fish cake right there, which was very good. That's a blood sausage that I ate. That's some noodles wrapped in as the sausage skin. And this is me accepting my membership into BTS.
Oh, wow. Huh?
Yeah, that's me.
Wow.
They offered it to me, and the next picture is, I believe, me saying yes. We've shaken hands.
Such a piece of
Let's go to the next thing. That is
vagina.
a very vagina-like looking dessert. That's got, and this is me eating a crab. That's me eating a soft-shelled fried crab. And then the bread, of course, the baking in South Korea is unbelievable. Like, all this bread was so good. They have this thing called it's just like literally butter salt bread. Pause on this for a sec, Kev. Butter salt bread, and it's just the fluffiest, saltiest, butteriest croissant that you've ever had in your entire life. So good. But this is my favorite part of the entire trip. Go to the next one. Gangnam. Tim, does this word ring any have any?
Yeah.
I'm like
Of a style of some sort.
a style of whatnot. I realize I'm like, okay, we got to go to Gangnam. We got to go to Gangnam. I have no idea what Gangnam is, right? Of course, because I'm stupid.
You about
I
to
didn't
play?
know.
Gotta go there,
I had
Andy.
no idea
Yeah.
what. I don't plan anything. My wife does all this stuff. She's the one that's like, we're gonna go to the palaces. We're gonna learn all this shit. Oh, Kevin, go back to Gangnam because this is important. Stay right here for a sec. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. She goes, do you want to do anything? And I was like, sure. She goes, can you figure out one thing for us to do on just one day?
This
And I
sounds
was
like a great vacation.
I was like,
you can hear
I was like, yeah, absolutely. And so I was like, and as we were walking down the street, I saw someone that had a Stussy Seoul shirt. It's a custom. It's specifically only available at the Stussy store in Seoul. And I was like, I gotta get a fucking Stussy Seoul shirt. That's fucking
You love
awesome,
Stussy.
right? I love Stussy. It's a brand from the 90s. As you know, I have that amazing blue jacket that everyone loves that I wear, the windbreaker, right?
Everyone.
So I look and sure as shit, the Stussy store, there is one.
Yeah.
It's in Gangnam.
There was a Stussy in Japan too.
And I'm like, we're going to Gangnam. We're going Gangnam style, right? No idea that was what everything was about. I remember the video, of course. Would you be surprised it's at 5.4 billion views at this point? Because we watched it multiple times.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's not more at this point. But.
We go, and it's Trek. I did not realize how big Seoul is. Seoul is a fucking massive city. It took us 45 minutes on the train to get out to Gangnam.
Damn.
We get off, and Danielle's like, under no circumstances are you allowed to do the dance. And I was like, fair. That's fair. Don't want to be insensitive. I did a little bit.
Yeah.
There was a
Every
little
time
bit
she
of
turned her back.
We got off, and I saw the sign that said Gangnam. I was like, you know, I did a little bit. We trek all the way out to the Stussy store, and it's this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful building that's like, you can tell it's been retrofitted. It's all black. It's cool as shit. And but before we get there, we see this massive line on this building, and Dee didn't know what it was supposed to. She goes, "Oh wow, I'm glad we're not going there." And I was like, "Oh no,
Oh hey,
that's the
There
Stussy
we
store."
go.
And as we see, there's a guy that's, I think he was Dutch, walk out with his two kids, and he's like, "Fuck that." And I'm like, what's going on? He goes, I'm just gonna buy my kids this shit on eBay. This is taking way too long. They're not even letting any people in. So I took like a picture of it. And I was like, I'm not
Aw.
but we ended up having a nice day there. But Tim, this is the most important thing that I learned my entire trip, and this is the one thing that I want to bring back from this amazing culture that I had a great time with.
Sure.
Tim, Kevin, can you go to the next picture, please? This is the order status. They have these in every single Starbucks. So you know where you're at any given time, and you don't have to ask them if they actually are working on your order or not. And I don't know why we don't have this in America. We need to be better. We need to change.
Figure it out, man.
I mean, we're just so behind on so many things, and I didn't even know this is like, I didn't even know that we didn't have
I took
that.
this for Tim.
I like that. Thank you. Yeah.
They have an amazing river
They used
walk.
to have that.
Just keep swimming.
They used to have a giant freeway that went over this, and when someone ran for mayor, he ran on, hey, I'm going to tear that down and actually make something amazing community. So they have this beautiful, beautiful river walk that's just, everyone just goes to eat lunch and hangs out there, and we walked the entire thing a couple times. Look at how beautiful. That's so cool. So that used to be a freeway over it, and they tore it down, cleaned it up, and it's awesome. That's a Starbucks sign there.
You like Starbucks?
Yeah. Do I have any more?
You're talking about how much you love coffee, and then you just have all these Starbucks photos.
Well, that's me with the coffee. I had to take a coffee in
Gotta
the
get
secret garden.
You got to get a coffee.
That's me
out of
looking.
the can
That's
there,
me
you know what I
mugging to
mean?
the camera there.
Sky super chats and says, "This is for Nick going to South Korea. I lived there for 3 years and need to know if it's still as cool as I remember."
It is every bit as cool. It was so fun, and everyone was so nice, and it's beautiful, and it's the only way. I don't want to sound. I don't mean this to sound insensitive. I really do mean this as a compliment. It reminds me of if Tokyo and Vancouver had a baby. Like, it's nestled in the mountains. It's very, very, like, it's fucking amazing. It's very clean, very cool. Everyone's super nice. And I only felt like a brutish American a handful of times, which is a high compliment for
Were
how
there a
nice
lot
everyone
of
is.
Americans around?
A lot of Americans, a lot of different tourists from a lot of different places
Yeah.
around. Yeah, especially in Seoul. Especially when we went to the palaces, we saw people from all over the place coming. Their tourism industry is very, very good there right now, I would imagine.
Andy, where have you gone lately?
According to this, it says topic of the show: Nick hates Channing Tatum. Nick went to Korea. Tim went to Japan. Annie can go to hell.
Go to hell.
Wow.
Printed this out.
He did.
I mean, there's a whole run of there's other stuff on it. It's
Oh,
not just
okay.
that. But
Oh,
I mean, that is the
gotcha.
run of show. So I didn't want to make sure I forgot anything.
Okay.
You went to Helsinki. I know that's old news at this point, but that's crazy, Andy.
It was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. It was very. I mean, I thought the same thing that I thought of when I was in Osaka. Of like, God, we are just so behind. Everything is just so much better everywhere else. The thing that I was most impressed with Helsinki, Finland, was when I went to one of their libraries, which looks like an art piece in itself. It is this crazy weird ass shaped building with weird slopes inside of it. And as I was in this library, it was just packed with kids and of all ages reading. And there would be areas where it's like carpet stairs, like that are like, you know, they kind of like rise up towards the back of the wall, but they're like, I don't know, it's not like normal stairs. They're, you know, pretty deep. And kids are just sitting there all over the place reading, headphones on. And I just felt, man, they're so much better than us. Like, it was just a really, really good, awesome place to be. And I try to do a lot of sightseeing with the little time that I had. And I went to like an insanely quiet church that's like the shape of an egg. And it's just like curved wood. And it's super, super round. And you pay $5 just to walk in there because it's kind of like a touristy spot. And I walked in there and there was one lady in there. And you're not supposed to be making noise. You're not supposed to take photos. But Kevin, if you could search for like wooden round church, there it is. There it is. You walk in there. I sat there for about 15 minutes. You start to just hear your fucking molecules working in your body.
Yeah.
At one point,
your own thoughts.
I just like did a little swallow of just saliva, heard it echo. Like, it is absolutely nuts in there. It felt so weird, but it was very cool and kind of like just very relaxing. But they're very much like no photos, which sucks because I wanted to take some photos of there. But I took a lot of other cool photos of.
Did you think about
it? Was so icy. Yeah, I did think. Yeah. I fucking hate this dude.
I was losing it, man. You know, I start giggling. And
Oh
I
my
laugh
God,
and giggle, and
dude! It would be
Can't let you out of the
ridiculous.
country.
Dude, it was so cold and so icy in Helsinki. Like, I did not. I just.
I can imagine. You dress like this.
I took a hoodie and I'm like, the hoodie should be good enough. And it was like 28 at night, and you're walking on ice, and like it was pretty nuts.
The way you told it when it came back, didn't everybody look at you? Go, that's all you brought?
Yeah,
Everybody was like, "That's what you're wearing."
Yeah.
That was like the first time me and Tim went to PAX East.
Got stuck in the ice walls, man.
Fuck, we almost died.
We almost died.
Almost died.
Had to go get your hot chocolate though.
Yeah,
It's true.
we did. We got the little. We went to Walgreens to buy gloves.
And balaclavas.
What a time, man.
A lot of coffee though in Helsinki, and then like you mentioning how much you love the coffee. Like as we were getting off the Uber, or the dude who like picked us up from the airport was like, "Hey, I know you guys are American and you love your Starbucks. Don't get it here. Go out and get some like." And we're like, "Fuck yeah!" Like,
I wouldn't have even lie to that guy. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking get Starbucks, my man. And you don't tell me what to fucking do, okay?
I did have some chicken nuggets from
Hell yeah.
McDonald's.
Oh, that was the other thing, too. Is you asked me if
Really
I got
nice.
barbecue. I did not get barbecue. We got a shit ton of Korean fried chicken
Hell yeah, you did.
because that's a thing there, and it's
What
really
the K stands for. In KFC.
Oh, it's really.
Yeah.
No.
When I was, I did my physical recently.
Oh, how'd it go?
Fine.
I was not invited.
healthy. You know, it was this. Well, it's not a proctology thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but I'd
when
still
it's
like to be in the room.
When we get the the colonoscopy, you can be there for my colonoscopy.
Okay, cool. Can I do the thing where
Hello.
they do at the
hello.
airport where I'm gonna touch you with the back of my hand?
Yeah.
I'll tell the doctor to do that.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, when the doctor was there, and I lied about how much I drink during a week,
Sure.
to dial it
As you
down.
do.
And he's like, "Oh, well, you shouldn't drink at all. Alcohol's bad. More is." I'm like, "All right, cool." He's like, "So you think you can stop drinking?" I'm like, "Nah." I'm like, "No, I'm not."
I'll be honest with you, no.
She's French Canadian. We're having wine with dinner. It's not happening. Goodbye.
Don't feel
But I
bad.
appreciate you trying. No.
Every single time I fill out a medical form, it says, "Do you now or have you ever smoked?"
Oh.
And I was like, "Yeah, I'm an ex-smoker."
Yeah,
But they don't say anything about vaping, so I just feel like that's a pass. That gives me a pass.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Let's turn it around for our final question, our final super chat, our final thing. John super chats and says, visiting SF in December, what's the best place to get burritos? Also, what's the best place for food in general? My group, I'm up for anything is what it says.
Yeah.
What he means.
This is my group up for anything, but my group is up for anything. Maybe.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Word
The
limitation.
thing is that you're not going to go wrong with burritos in SF. I feel like best place for food. Like if you're just looking for like Mexican food, the Mission is the answer.
Yeah.
Honestly, pretty much the Mission's the answer for best place for food. Concentrated, get a bunch of different type of stuff.
Yeah.
But for best place to get burritos, I feel like El Farolito is the best answer to make the most people happy, and I think it represents the San Francisco burrito the best.
They also have an El Farolito in North Beach if you find yourself there, so don't feel like you have to trek all the way out to Mission. If you're bumming around North Beach, the El Farolito there is pretty good as well.
Yeah.
I'm there a lot.
Great update before we end the show here. Got a text message from Blessing Adioye,
I know him.
who says, "Me literally out loud at the start of Return of the King. Oh my God, it's Gollum.
Everybody, this has been the Kind of Funny podcast. Each and every week, we come to you 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table, coming to hang out and shoot the shit with you. If you like that, of course, be live when we're here. YouTube.com/kindoffunnygames, Twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames, podcast services around the globe. Of course, you could also go to Patreon.com/kindoffunny, Apple, Spotify, and of course, YouTube.com/kindoffunnygames to get all of our episodes ad-free. Support us, of course. Keep the lights and mics on. Get your daily dose of me, Greg Miller, in a one-man 15 to 20-minute podcast each and every weekday. And get good karma for supporting an 11-person, 11-year-old small business. Of course, we're all about live talk shows. We're far from done. It is my birthday, and I'm going to go in the streaming room all by myself and play Starfield for the next 12-ish hours. So come hang out with me, and it'll be a good time. But if you're not there or you're listening later, until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.